Hi, Rich with our little homestead. Welcome to the second garden. This might be considered an out of control garden because let me tell you, everything in here we just kind of put together. I'm sure some of you may have seen how we built the fencing that went around this, how we laid down the landscaping fabric, and it's done extraordinarily well, except a lack of planning on our part has created somewhat of a disaster. I don't even know where to start. Let's start with the watermelons. The watermelons over here are growing great. So great, in fact, that they're taking over large portions of the garden. So watermelons next year probably not going to be in, I don't know, within 8 feet of the peppers. This was a row of cabbage. We did harvest, I don't know, 6-7 heads of cabbage. Of course, we only planted maybe 10. We do have, I don't know, half dozen watermelons in all this, but right now the watermelon production, here you can see one, is somewhat down. I don't know why. We've got a lot of vegetative growth and not a lot of fruit growth. It might just be a function of fertilization and what available nutrients are in the soil. Here we have cauliflower, which has produced beautiful cauliflower greens, but no cauliflower. Yet again, might be a fertilization problem. We don't know. We'll have to figure that one out. Never had much luck with cauliflower. I'm just happy it grew, to be honest with you. Peppers, we have a beautiful row of peppers here. We've been harvesting. Oh, look at that. Look at that guy. Oh yeah, see him in there? He's a beauty. How about if we do this? Yeah. So, you see him? Those are supposedly good luck. I don't know if they're good luck, but he definitely isn't going to bother us. So, he can stay there. This is his home, I guess. But our peppers have just produced wonderfully. We've got so many different kinds of peppers in here. Problem that we did encounter with our row of peppers is we had some leftover tomato plants that weren't really doing too well, so we just kind of threw them in over here. And as you can see, the tomato plants are encroaching on the peppers. This is a big problem. Next year, better planning will yield better results for us. Honestly, this entire row of tomatoes here was nothing but, we'd given up on the seedlings. We weren't even going to plant them, but that was a mistake because there's so many pounds of ripe, luscious fruit in here that will be ready to be harvested here soon. So we're really excited. Here we have sweet corn. We've got painted mountain corn. Was doing terrific until a really bad thunderstorm like 2 days ago. I don't know if you can make your way over here, but it totally knocked down an entire row of corn into our cucumbers. So the corn is trying to right itself. As you can see, it's starting to bend. If you look here, it's starting to bend its way back up and right itself as best it can. I really don't know what the solution is for that. That's not something that we could have dictated for bad thunderstorms, heavy rains. Our cucumbers have produced wonderfully. However, you can see what's happening now. They're starting to, basically come into season. This is what they do. And we've had a lot of rain. So this is kind of what we've gotten. We've gotten about 100 pounds of cucumbers out of here. And then over there you can see our pole beans, which we're just starting to reap the benefits from. A little bit of an issue with Japanese beetles. One thing I do want to touch on in this video is landscaping fabric. So we got two kinds. We got a lighter weight version and a heavier version. This lighter weight version well, I mean, it's late in the season. It doesn't really matter. See how easy that rips? And look what's under there. So it's not that it prevented weed growth. It's just it kind of hid weed growth, which it made this area not plantable because, I mean, that's some pretty husky stuff. So when it comes to landscaping fabric, I think the thicker, the better, honestly. And then over here, underneath of the corn, we have a much thicker layer, less permeable layer of landscaping fabric. The only place weeds grew are where there were holes. So like here, this is where a staple is, and a hole is in there. Yeah, you can see that awesome cheap stuff. So go heavy or go home with the landscaping fabric if you're going to use it. It doesn't allow a lot of water through, none at all, to be honest with you. So it manages to find the holes, or it sits on the surface. In the case of the cucumbers, it created a bit of an issue because if you had a cucumber sitting where there was a small pool of water, obviously you're going to get rot. So we had some rot, not a lot, maybe just a couple cucumbers, but outside of that, not really an issue. So this is kind of like, this was garden number 1 here. So I think it produced really good, but I think we could have planned better. That's for next year. You know, it's a learning curve. It's a learning experience. You're always doing things differently. Yeah, I'm just putting my hand on this and literally my fingers are going through it. It is beat. It is, look, see that? So this stuff is beat. It's done. I'm never going to use it again, that stuff. So I guess that's really all I got for this beautiful, I mean, we're really proud of what we did here, but you know, we'll do it better next year. That's all. I don't know if we're going to put corn in here next year. Maybe we'll do it over there, I don't know. We got a lot of land here, so we'll figure out a place for some sweet corn. We were just running out of time because we were busy building fences and busy building everything. So next year we can focus on building soils and good nutrient profiles for those soils. So hopefully, you know, we'll be a little bit better plan next year. And I guess that's all I really got. Got a freeze dryer on the way. I don't know if anybody's seen a video or two ago. It was my wife's birthday. Somebody bought her a freeze dryer. And so we got a freeze dryer on the way. So that's exciting. We're gonna be doing some freeze drying, I guess. But that's all I got. Until next time, be good to one another and support local farms.